Over the next 7 days, something is beginning to shift. And if you feel drawn to this reading, trust there may be a message waiting for you. Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to Amy's Insight. And if you're new here, I'm truly glad our paths crossed today. We're taking a look at the energy unfolding around you this week, what's aligning, what may surprise you, and what your intuition wants you to notice. In just a moment, I'll invite you to choose a pile you feel most drawn to. And if more than one is calling your attention, that usually means that there are layered messages for you. So honor that and follow where your intuition leads. Take a breath, settle in, and when you're ready, let's step into your reading. I'll see you at your timestamp. Hello, Group 1. You chose this card. So this week, your focus is on elevating, on leaving a situation or trying to aspire to something higher. Aspire higher. Yeah, that's your theme this week, honey. All right, let's take a look at your atmosphere. Spirit, I'm going to pull some oracle cards to get the main theme and see what you're working with, and then I'll pull your tarot. All right, Spirit, for my group ones, what is the energy surrounding them? Big break. See, there's a turning point this week when it comes to your career, your life. It's a changing moment. All right, Spirit, for my group ones, what is happening? Let it go, releasing grudges. I see what's happening. Give me one more. What is the vibe this week for my group ones? Energy vampires. Your big break comes when you release toxic people from your environment. You're going to be busy this week, group one, okay? Very busy, which is a good thing for you, okay? Because you're avoiding people that take your time and your energy. And that's what allows you to ascend your traveling light this week. For my group ones, get your tea leaves. Good luck. Look, and it goes along with your big break. Something is shifting. What is happening for my group ones? Broken bridge. Yeah, get rid of those nasty little vampires. I mean, forget that. Tell me about my group ones. What is happening this week? This one fell. All right, that's enough. We've got hat. You'll be playing a different role. And then we've got tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Okay, and then we've got broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Something has been moving very slow in your life, group one. And this is the week where there's a turning point. There is a window of opportunity. There's a phone call you get this week, a message, something is happening that allows you to push forward after delays and obstacles have gotten in the way. It's like you were trying to figure something out. And this is a week where you're releasing expectations, you're releasing people, or draining connections, all right? You're protecting your energy. And this is when things change for you. It's like you feel free. No more restriction, okay? Lovely. Let's get into your tarot, Spirit. When it comes to my group ones, tell me about their atmosphere. What is something unexpected this week? What's working for them? Or what's the challenge? What action can they take? Tell me about their turning point. For my group ones. All right. Your atmosphere this week is the Five of Cups. That's that drained energy. What's something unexpected? The Nine of Swords. Okay, we got the Hierophant. Got the Devil reversed. I love it. Right under the energy vampire. Wow. Oh. The High Priestess reversed. The Five of Wands reversed. Three of Pentacles reversed. And the Seven of Swords reversed. This is a moment of truth. The moment of truth. What you're understanding, group one, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, back of the deck, Queen of Cups. There's something that you're really inspired about taking action on. something creative. You're excited about the future. You're working on your skills, building your talents, your abilities. And it's like the moment that you release the expectation, this comes in because you've been in a place of feeling stressed, anxious, feeling like something is missing in your life, perhaps. Some of you could have undergone the loss of something or someone. And if you did, I am sorry. But there is uplifting news coming your way. There could be a mentor or someone that you look up to, a teacher, a guide that has wise words for you this week. Now, your challenge is dealing with people that are energy vampires, right? People that drain you of your time and your energy and they take. They don't give, they just take. And that's what you're working through this week. All right. So there is going to be some type of truth, a secret that's revealed. You yourself are going to speak up. Something that has been bothering you. Now, I want to see why we have the Five of Cups in your atmosphere this week. Oh, okay. We've got the Nine of Swords. You've been stressed out about something, anxious about the loss of something. King of Cups, you're very much in your feelings, and it's like you're in the recovery phase. You could have recently lost something or made a decision to cut ties with someone, and that's what you're working through this week. Now, what's unexpected here, why the Nine of Swords? There's some news coming in. This could be someone is quitting, like at your job. Someone resigns or someone decides to exit. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's more something going on here. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. There's an opportunity that comes in for you this week, Group 1. Here with Hat, I'm thinking there's something about you feel very restricted, very stressed out over the loss of something. Something is changing. You're finding a way out or finding a way to exit because you've got a lot to juggle. This could be you taking on the responsibilities of somebody else. Some of you might decide to release yourself from a current situation because you have an opportunity coming in. This is only if you've been contemplating it, okay? Because you're getting guidance here. You're getting, like I said, wise words, a conversation with someone that changes things for you. And why is this Devil reversed a challenge here? Maybe you have a hard time cutting cords with people around you. We've got the Hermit. Yeah, you feel you need to detach and spend some time on your own away from this. Some of you are overcoming like addictions and things like that. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something about you feeling like you're not enough. You don't have enough energy to give, enough finances. You're stressing. All right, we've got the Empress here and the Lovers. But the choice about something, Nine of Cups, back of the deck. All right, something good is coming your way. Maybe this is going to be one of those weeks where it's challenging and you decide that you're going to do only what you're able to do because there's an opportunity that comes in all of a sudden where it's like, okay, I will release this and I will go towards something new. Now, tell me about this High Priestess in the reverse. If you're making a move like this, don't announce it to the world, okay? The Sun, you feel happy. What is this about, Group 1? All right. You're like, I've had enough of this motherfucking shit. Okay. I'm going to cut this bridge out. Like, I'm going to blow the bridge up. I don't care. Not that you don't care, but, you know, you've had enough. Page of Cups. There is good news that comes in your way. You're very excited. It's like you want to share it with everyone, but you're being advised to not to. Be discreet. Okay. Keep it a secret, whatever this opportunity is. You're so happy, it shows. I'm getting like someone's on the phone and they get exciting news and you're like, all right, bye, bitches. I'm gone. I'm gone from this. Okay. And if not, this could be like someone around you that is an energy vampire is leaving, right? And now you have that role to fulfill. Now, for those of you that don't have employment or don't resonate with this, there is something that you've been hanging on to that has been very tiring and overwhelming, where you felt trapped and you're overcoming this. This could be a toxic relationship or, you know, someone that they are trying to release themselves from a bad habit. Maybe these are your own bad habits. And Once you get rid of this that's causing you to be down, in comes this for you. Detaching from the negative brings in this positive turning point, because there is a turning point. However, you feel that there is resistance, or like you've hit a wall, that there's a lot of competition, a lot of jealousy. Five of Wands reversed, right? So you're being advised to do your best to not allow these insecurities or the pettiness of others get to you. Tell me about this Five of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Chariot. Yeah, you're overcoming this. All right, that's your action. Keep pushing forward. You are successful. You're confident. You look good. For a moment, you might have, felt a little bit off kilter, but you're a badass, Group 1. You've endured a lot of things. I don't know what all you went through, but it was pretty heavy. And that's what you're coming out of this week, because you see that there's light at the end of the tunnel. All right, tell me about this turning point, honey. What about this Three of Pentacles reverse? Some of you might decide to work by yourselves. You're like, I know enough. I'll just do my own shit. Okay. We've got the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. Working with others might be a challenge. I feel like someone has left or someone is leaving. There's a bit of mixed emotions here, a bit of sadness. This could be someone that you're close to, like a friend or a family member. It's like someone is exiting, but at the same time, the environment around you changes when this person leaves. It allows for more freedom. What? Okay, hold on. One more. What's the turning point here? The Hanged Man. Whoever has been keeping things stuck or stagnant, that's who's leaving. Nine of Cups, King of Swords. Somebody new is coming in. Someone new that with a lot of authority, high expectations. But this person is fair, they're honest. They're a boss, a CEO, a leader. And they're coming to change things up a lot. And they've got their eye on you, Group 1. Group 1, this person. This person, if you are someone that has a job where there's like shifts going on at work, the energy vampire here could be the job environment themselves, not necessarily a coworker, not like a person. It's the situation that's been restrictive, right? And there's something about changes coming in. There is a restriction that's being lifted this week from your place of employment. And it's because someone wiser steps in, someone else steps out, or there's something about it's changing because whoever's coming in has placed themselves in your shoes, looking at things from your point of view. And it's like, no, okay, now I see what Group 1 and their team is dealing with. Now, for those of you where this is not connected to work, this could be someone in your life, right? Like a friend or someone close to you that realizes all the things you've got going on. And there's some good news that they bring here. This could be advice that they give you, like, okay, Group 1, maybe we should start going to the gym, or maybe we should, lead a healthier lifestyle. Let's go walking. Something is changing here. And you're cutting ties with something that hasn't felt good or has kept you down for a long time. All right. Now, the trajectory here with the Seven of Swords in the reverse is that you're no longer lying to yourself about what is good or what is not good. Okay. You start off this week with aspirations. Because right at the start of the week, Group 1, there is news about cutting ties, releasing something, sending someone off, something changing, or something is dropping off from your job. I'm getting like rules and regulations changing to make it easier, whatever it is that you do. Now, for others of you, this could also be like assistance from institutions, from your college, from your bank, it's something about like you getting some type of tax break or some type of break here, where it's like, oh, now I see what Group 1 and Group 1's people, like, are the people that work with Group 1. What's been happening here? Tell me about the Seven of Swords in the reverse. There's clarity here. And there's action. Some of you might be drawn to group number 3. So we've got the Knight of Swords. I haven't done that reading yet, but they did have a white horse and someone taking charge. So you're taking charge and following that intuition of yours. Four of Cups and the Hierophant. There's a rejection here of some rules. Ace of Pentacles, they're new rules that are coming in that work in your favor. This is also announcement of an increase, a pay raise. It's a good week, group one. Let me just say, honey, okay? Look, you got it like that. Things are changing. You're dropping things that don't work. More money, more liberty. Because I'm getting whatever you've got going on or you've had going on felt restrictive. There's a new sheriff in town, or someone else is coming to alleviate this situation. So group one, that is what I see for you, honey. Let's get you some advice here to wrap up your reading. I love it. Okay. I love your reading. Oops. And which one I want to use? Do I use these little ones? Yes. Okay. Spirit. What advice or additional messages do you have for my group one? I will close out your reading with some astro dice. All right, Spirit, what is happening here for my group ones? We have got mind. Yeah, you're in your head thinking quite a bit. All right, I'll take those. And then we've got concept, knowledge. And then we've got determination. What did I tell you, honey? It's a good week. It's good to be group number one. Transformation. There's a change that's coming in. It's implemented by someone that's very strong. This person or group one that comes in, they see you as their equal, regardless of your position or your level. They like how your mind works, your concepts. You've got an eye for detail. You're unique in how you look at things and how you think about things. Some of you might be innovative and come up with strategies and ideas, and this person is willing to listen. I love it. All right. Let's close out your reading with your astro dice. Spirit, what advice do you have for my group ones for this week? Your advice is 10th house. Capricorn, all about career and status. And Mars and Capricorn, honey. You're going to be a badass this week. Mars in Capricorn is exalted. It is in its highest position where it performs endless energy, very ambitious. In the 10th house, it's very much justified. All right, justified action. This flipped over to Venus, so that might be, what do you call it? That might be a side message. Venus in Capricorn also. It's being graceful. Being very graceful, very elegant, very poised and polished when it comes to speaking with authority. Also, there could be a female with masculine energy that is affecting your life this week in a positive way. All right, honey, that is what I have for you, group one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye. Hello, group two. You chose this steamship or steamboat, whatever you call it. No, it's big. It's like the Titanic, but this one, it's still staying afloat. It's on fire, though. And there's hazy clouds in the background. So it's something like there's shit floating in the water, too. So there's a tumultuous situation that you're dealing with this week, and you're doing your best to navigate the course properly. All right, let's get your oracle cards out here so we can build your reading. Spirit, for my group twos, what do we have going on this week? We've got movement. You might have been drawn to group number 3 because the horse, right? So you're making good progress. You'll be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Yeah, you're abandoning some situation, or there's changes coming to a situation. All right, we've got reflection here. You're looking at your past and you're like, okay, what do I need to do to avoid it? Right? What do I truly love? That's when you take action, right? You're clearing your path of obstacles this week and really taking the time to look at what it is that you want. All right. We have got crossroads. Look at that movement. Important changes, a life-changing decision. Your next step matters. Group 2, things are changing around you so quickly, and you're kind of like the alarms are going off in your head. You're like, what the hell? Okay. Commitment issues, afraid to settle down. All right. So, this could be commitment to your job, for example. You're at that point in life where you're like, is it really fitting me? Do I want this? Last card, please. Me versus me. All right. Self competition, personal growth. So, in this week, group 2, you are really reflecting on whether what you're doing is what you want. You're taking back your control, your leadership. Here with CEO energy at the back of the deck. You're identifying, identifying and looking at here with reflection and me versus me. Is this in alignment? Do I really like what I'm doing? Is this really me? It's a turning point week for you, group 2. All right, let's get your tarot out here. Spirit. Or my group, choose. What do they have coming the next 7 days? What's the atmosphere around them? We've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Some of you might have watched group 1, right? Tell me what's the unexpected coming in for them. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. There's some upsetting news this week that causes action, but it's also a relief of stress for you. Okay, what energy are they working with? All right, we've got the 8 of Wands. That changes are coming, that changes need to happen, and things are coming in quickly. There is like an email, a phone call, something comes in your way that is not the best. There could be like, hey, group 2, this is what's happening here. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Honestly, I don't know. This is too many changes, or this is not what I signed up for, right? Is this really aligning with me? Tell me about crossroads. What's coming in for my group? For my group 2s. All right, we've got the Ace of Swords. Clarity is coming in. Victory. Yeah, you know what to do. You're deciding on something. All right. What? Yeah, you're not. Okay, well, you're trying to get clarity. You're setting your boundaries clear. Tell me about this commitment issues. What action can my group 2s take? All right, we have got the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Tell me about the change here with the turning point. Let me get the rest of your tarot out here. Okay, and these two came out. We've got the 6 of Cups and the Fool reversed. Now, there's 2 messages I'm getting here. One connected to your job and one connected to a romantical connection in your life. That's what I'm saying. Maybe some of you, maybe you came from group 1, or you're being advised to go check it out if you felt the pull. So, because what I'm getting here is that there is something from the past returning, someone from the past returning, a communication that comes in out of the blue. And you're like, this situation, I need to get out of it. I shouldn't, I need to keep it pushing. But then when this comes in, this communication, you're kind of reflecting, thinking about the past. Am I the same person? Is this the same person? Have they grown? What have you? 3 of Swords in the reverse with the Knight of Cups. Here they come. Here they come with an apology. Here they come with something. And you're a bit defensive. And it's understandable because this person might have put you through something where you're like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want this. I'm not sure if I need this. Clearly you don't need things or people, right? We feel like, if we're in a place where we need someone, then we need to regulate ourselves, our emotions, because we can want someone in our lives, but they're not a necessity. In terms of this, like romantical, right? Like you don't depend on another person. On another person, you need to depend on yourself first. Are you reliable? Are you ready for commitment? Is it you? Is it them? All right, I want to clarify a couple of cards here. All right, Spirit, what is the atmosphere here with the Nine of Swords in reverse and this ship? We have got the Five of Coins. There was a missed opportunity here, a loss, feeling like you invested in the wrong thing, in the wrong person. Nine of Wands, you're tired. You're like, you know what? I give up. Even though that would have been your happiness. Now, for when it comes to your career, there's a lot of changes going on where you have news about some incoming change. And you're like, you know what? Maybe I need to get out of here. Do I see myself in this place long term? You know, there's a similar message in group 1. And when I do these messages, I don't remember exactly what all I said, but it's something along the lines of movement and shifting. Here, it's also that, but to a lesser degree, if that makes sense. All right. So, yeah, this is more a reflective period. Tell me about the Page of Cups in the reverse. Oops. We have got the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're rejecting whatever this is. The Tower, it's a big change. You're like, fuck that. All right, sorry. The Empress and the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. There could be something about like you need to travel now, or there's more movement involved. And you're like, I don't know if I have the capacity or the energy to do that. I don't want to do that. Or it's your indication that it's time to make a move on your part for your betterment. All right. I want to know what that news is about. So hold on. Okay. All right. Give me the Gossip Oracle. Spirit, what is this coming in with the Page of Cups reversed at the Tower and the Four of Cups? What is this news that's coming in? Shadow work. Facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, meeting imperfections, meet your darker self. So something shadowy. What is this news, Spirit, that's coming in? Swipe right. Fake flex. So there's something deceptive. When it comes to career, there's some news that comes in where whoever's delivering this news, and we're going to ask who. All right, hold on. Spirit, who is the person that is announcing this? Could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Scorpio on the table. Who is bringing this message to my group 2s? Because you're like, I have a lot to think about. The Lovers, we've got a Gemini, someone that could be kind of two-faced. Who? Someone born in the months of May or June. Then we have the Queen of Wands. This could be a charismatic leader, someone that looks good. All right, or there's something about someone moving in. It's a change, okay? Now, when it comes to love, this can indicate someone that still has a lot of shadow work to do. It's someone you're interested in. I feel they're connected to your past. All right, because this is what's unexpected for you this week. Something is changing. Something is coming in quick. It's a message. It's from a person that perhaps, you know, they have a long way to go. They have some struggles, okay? But it's a match for you because you're interested. But then you're reflecting. You're like, okay, reading between the lines. What did this person say? What did they mean by that? And that's where your challenge is. You're like, can I believe what this person is telling me? Or are they full of shit? A fake flex. Yeah, this person can be deceptive. Maybe they like to wear sunglasses. All right. You've had a situationship with this person. All right. But what the turning point is, let's see about the Six of Wands. Is it supposed to be fake or fake? Is it supposed to be upright or reversed? It came out reversed anyway. Why is that, Spirit? Okay. Now you're going to realize someone is full of shit. They're trying to establish authority in the wrong way. All right, hold on. The King of Cups and the Two of Swords. You're not sure whether you can trust what they say they're feeling. Because I'm getting like an expression here, but it's like fake humility or a fake apology. Tell me about King of Cups with the Two of Swords and the Six of Wands. All right, we have got Death. How do you want that to fall? In the reverse. Now, I tried to keep them all upright, but it came out reversed. So someone who hasn't changed their ways is coming. Your turning point here is that you're able to see through the bullshit. At first, there was some confusion. You're reading in between the lines, but you're like, nah, I don't think so. That's when it comes to connection. When it comes to work or your day to day, the changes coming in are not to your favor, even though they try to sell it to you like, oh, you know, if you do this, then the third, this is going to be your reward. And you're like, I don't want the reward. I'm tired. I am tired. I'm stressed. I've been doing a lot. I don't need any more. All right. So you have a decision to make, just like your friends in group one. Yours is slightly different, though. So, yeah, think about the past. What all you've been through. Are you ready for a new beginning? Because the Fool came out reversed. There's a little bit of fear. Maybe you're comfortable where you're at, and that's why you're like, you know, maybe I shouldn't move. Right? It seems like group one moves, and you guys, you're here contemplating on whether you should or not. All right, let's get you some tea leaves. Let's add the clarity layer here. Spirit, for my group twos, what is happening for them this week? What do they need to know? We've got dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. And then we have got fair woman, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. You know what? Group two had the broken bridge. Interesting. See? All right. Some of you are loyal to where you're at. We've got excitement here with the firecracker. And then we've got feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. It goes along with that fake flex that we pulled at the back of the deck, right? Someone is making you empty promises this week. Group two, you need to be careful, honey. Okay. Even with work, a situation can still apply because it's like with the situationship, when we use it for work meanings, this indicates that there's blurred lines as far as your responsibilities. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. I was hoping this Six of Wands would flip upright to claim your power, but that's actually the turning point here is that you're no longer going to be humble about your skills and your talents. You're like, this is me. This is what I bring to the table. Okay, take it or leave it. But there's a little bit of resistance. You're excited about maybe something is happening to where there's less problems, there's less tensions and stress. But you have to be strategic about it here with the Ace of Swords. It's up to you how this goes. What is a certain thing is that things around you are changing and it stresses you out because there's more to do. However, how you handle it, how you show up, you're not going to be afraid of setting your boundaries. There could even be like you talking yourself like, all right, speak your mind. Don't stay quiet. Speak up. All right. And that's a good approach to have, right? Because there's something about you are overcoming this issue. There, you could have support from this fair woman, or this fair woman is your friend. All right. Or let's pull one. What about this feather and this woman? Are they together, or is it the dog and the woman? Clarify, please. What is the role of this fair woman? The Knight of Swords. This person is dependable. They are someone that is very strategic. Yeah. There's improved relations with a woman around you. All right. Like they're going to show loyalty. They're going to help you overcome an issue this week. It could be support. All right. This person respects you. Clarify this insincere feather person. Okay. We have got the Seven of Cups, someone that is forever confused. All right. Last one. Knight of Wands. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. And there's someone that is unreliable. They could be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. All right. That's a side message. So group two, that is what I see for you, honey, for this week. All right. Set your boundaries. Only do what you're supposed to do. Don't burn yourself out. What I mean. Let's close out your reading with some oracle cards for advice and guidance, as well as your astro dice. Hold on. That's why they're not upright, you guys. The little mini cards. I just grab them and, you know. All right. Spirit, what advice do you have for my group twos? Excuse me. Oops. Do Astro dice first. What advice can my group twos take to make this a successful week? We've got the 11th house, Sagittarius, Moon. Moon in Sagittarius in the 11th house. Some of you might have this placement. So your views on things are very unorthodox. You are all about knowledge, wanting to expand your friends, the collective that you belong to, the groups and organizations that you belong to. Some of you are struggling to leave a situation, even though you see that, you know, shit is happening, but you're trying to do your best to work in this environment without causing a ruckus. Even though you feel like, do I go left? Do I go right? Is this right? Is this wrong? All right. And there's something about you being tied emotionally to, say, the people that you work with, to your friends, to your organization. All right. But this doesn't prevent your growth. It's like you're able to manage everything that comes at you. Tell me about my group two's week ahead. We've got Grace. Group one got that. We've got Hope. I believe they got that one too. You saw me shuffle, Spirit, for group two. This one too. They got this card in a different position. Last piece of advice for my group. I wonder if group three is going to get this too. What is happening this week? Perception. You have an eye for detail, group two. Now, your perception is that everything is okay. Ambience. You like the environment. That's your strength. You like where you're at. Group two, you seem to be someone that gets attention too. Maybe that's why. Maybe you've been at your place for a while, or maybe you've been in a relationship with this person for a while. We got reunion here. Someone wants to reunite with you, honey, when it comes to love. Okay, so expect a message from that person and you're going to be like, what the hell? All right, so that is what I see for you over the next 7 days. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay real, stay blessed. Bye. Hi, group three. You chose this card. This card reminds me of the Six of Wands and also the Knight of Swords. In the background of this card, there's people that seem like it's a riot or they're protesting something. They look like they're cheering him on. So I'm getting like something is coming in quick and you're taking action, decisive action. Let's see. We're going to pull your oracle cards first before we get into your full message. All right, Spirit, for my group number threes, what is happening for them over the next 7 days? Disregard the reversals here. It has no meaning. I just messed them up. All right, Spirit, for my group threes, talk to me about their week ahead. We've got perspective. Okay. So you're changing the way you view something, all right? There's a new light. It's going to help you get where you want to be. See, it's a movement week. Gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. And then investment. Invest in your education and make some big plans for the future, right? So you're taking action on some plans this week, all right? Back of the deck, we got brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition, which is kind of like I said, the Six of Wands. So something you're doing is innovative. Okay. Oh, another card about recognition. So this is a week where you are making moves that will get you some recognition, and it's a change in your perspective. Also, you need to get more rest. I kid you not, I had to stop your reading earlier because I fell asleep in the middle of your reading. I'm like, oh shit. And the investment card also had come out in the first attempt. So I just felt so tired. I literally lost track of what I was saying. I almost snored, honey. Okay. Like, I just felt so tired. I'm like, oh, group 3. So something is up. Okay. Maybe you need more rest. Spirit for group 3. What is going on? Okay. For the next 7 days, we've got DM slide, unexpected flirtations. Okay. Direct messages, testing the water. So, what is happening for my group 3s? And me versus me. Some of you, maybe you watched group 2. Let's give this another shuffle just in case, because we're getting the same cards. Love bombing. Somebody could come at you and love bomb you. You get an unexpected message from someone and you're like trying to practice restraint over there. I get more than anything, you're very focused on a goal you need to accomplish this week and you get a surprise message and you're like, what the hell? Overnight success. Yeah, you're changing something up and it leads to your success. You've got 4 cards that confirm success. Glow up. So you're improving something. You're stepping into your confidence, a bolder version of yourself. Yeah, you're really feeling yourself this week, group 3. Nice. But maybe you've been grinding too hard. It's like you might need help with something or you're asked to help in some capacity. All right, let's get your tea leaves out here. Yeah, let's do a couple of tea leaves. For my group 3s, tell me about their week ahead. What's happening? We've got bird perched. Interesting. Got another bird in your reading. And that one. And, ooh, that one fell on the floor. Let's see. Which one is that? Feather. One of the other groups got this same card. All right. So your first card out here is bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So expect a message. That second notice here that you're getting something. And then we've got casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. That could be that love bombing message that I got on the side there. It says fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Ooh. And then problems to be resolved here with the ink pot. I need one more because y'all know how I feel about odd cards like that. Oh my gosh. That's 7. Now we can't have that. There we go. All right. You got a lot of cards. 8 cards here. This has to do with love. Yeah. Somebody's over here trying to love bomb you. You will receive a gift. All right. So what is that? You got the bird that says you're waiting for a package or letter. And here it says you will receive a gift. Some of you might get a gift in the mail or you're waiting for something important to come through the mail. New job, career. Some of you, this could be a call that you are going to receive a new job. Here with overnight success, maybe you're stepping into a new role. All right, let's look at your tarot. Now I'm getting a couple of messages just on your oracle cards because you have plenty of information here. I think this is an overload of cards, you guys. By far, you are the ones that I pulled the most cards for. But I'm getting that if you are someone that is very driven and motivated, this could be a week of breakthrough for you in both love and career. But you have your head in the game. So love could sort of distract you, and that's what you're trying to not fall off course. Right? So you're like, do I invest in this person or how do I manage my time? I'm getting your surprise when you get this message. All right, totally unexpected. Tell me about the week ahead for my group number 3s. What does their week look like? King of Swords. Okay. Tell me about their week ahead. Ace of Wands. Newness, all right. Some of you have a new like job offer or opportunity that comes your way. You could connect to someone. The Hermit in the reverse. Your period of loneliness or of showing up and doing stuff and not seeing results is over. This is a week of breakthrough. All right. You're more inspired is because you're very structured. You're very organized. You have your eye on the prize, honey. Okay. The devil. That's your challenge right here. You're tempted by someone that messages you. All right. What's the turning point here? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very focused on what you have to do. Where is this headed here with overnight success? Judgment. Answer the call. All right. So the Nine of Swords reversed is you letting go of anxiety. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse, maybe you chose incorrectly in the past when it comes to love, when it comes to following your heart, whether it's love or whether it is with something or someone. And this is a week where you're not crying over spilt milk. It's more like you come to terms with what you've done, the consequences, all these things. And it's like, okay, I went through that. That's not me anymore. And when this message comes in, this devil can indicate an actual person, Capricorn maybe, or it could indicate something that is very tempting that distracts you from what you're trying to achieve. Because this is a week where you are very much focused about organization and strategy and having some type of structure in your life. And that's what leads to this Ace of Wands, which is something new. Someone could be making you an offer when it comes to work, right? You're being advised to just do it. Go for it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't delay. Don't overthink it. What's working for you here is that you're someone that is able to work independently. You know the things, right? And it's, I do want to clarify this. How is this Hermit reversed working for my group twos? My group threes, I'm sorry. Okay, that one. And this one. You're above conflict and competition. You realize that you are not stuck in this situation. That you know enough, that you've invested enough education and time. And this planning phase is going to help you avoid this feeling of you're in competition or some hot pink car just passed by. Anyways, that could be significant for someone. So yeah, you realize that you are above the competition. You're not restricted. You're not anxious over this. All right. You're not holding on too tightly to expectations. You've got a lot. You're juggling. Some of you are partnering with someone, collaborating on something, and this moves forward. Now, for others of you, when it comes to love, because I feel it's both things, okay? Maybe it's both at the same time, since we did pull the love card. And, oh my God, that jerk out there. Anyways, now that the racket is over, like I was saying, group three. So yeah, you realize that you are above the competition around you, that you're not restricted by your circumstances. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you can do it. You're overcoming fear this week. Because again, you've prepared. There's also something about you having something, a backup plan or something for you to fall back on in case this doesn't work. You're very clear. I love your mindset this week where you know that you've got to meet opportunity halfway. Be open to a fresh start, and at the same time, fresh start. Sorry, the lisp there, the tongue slip. Okay. Now, what is going to be a challenge here is something having to do with messaging, cell phones, distraction, right? Maybe you're on your phone a lot, you're scrolling. There's temptation there either from a person that messages you or something that you're doing on your phone that is not healthy for you, right? This could be overly scrolling, overly watching stuff on your phone, or your laptop, whatever it is. Tell me about the DM slide with the devil. The devil can also be addiction, something that we're doing like, oh, I'll just have a drink, I'll just have a smoke, and we'll leave it at that. So this week, you're being asked to face those shadows of yours of falling into patterns that are not healthy for you. Do what you will, all right? But yeah, we have got the, what the hell DC is? The Knight of Pentacles. And I'm wearing glasses and I could barely see it. The Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, ground yourself, pace yourself is the best way to get through this. Take it easy. Six of Wands, King of Wands. You're trying to be this version of yourself, the one standing in your power, the confident one. So falling back into bad patterns or bad behaviors, not bad, I hate saying bad, but in patterns that are not healthy, you end up in this Nine of Wands energy. It's like this bad habit or this toxic situation takes from you. It drains you. You know what? Group 1 had a similar, something about energy vampires, I think. Unless I'm thinking of a different reading. I don't be remembering these things, okay? So, but yeah, you might be tempted to watch group 1. So the turning point for you here is that you are overcoming whatever this is, right? It's like, you know that it's a part of your growth, that you want to become better than yesterday, and that you are your own competition. You don't, you know, you came out of this restrictive situation. You're not going to allow bad patterns or temptation ruin the progress that you're making or that you've made, because it can lead you to this successful outcome this week. Something, you're getting a recognition, a sudden breakthrough, you're in the spotlight, you're course correcting, it feels like, because your perspective has changed. And that's what leads to you having some type of rebirth this week, where there's an important phone call, an important message that's going to change your life. I know that sounds really dramatic, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that, you know, oh my gosh, I'm changing, I'm moving, I'm this, I'm that. No, but it is a breakthrough for you, and it feels like a win this week. All right, because you're focused on productivity here, on perfecting your craft, on working hard, on showing up and putting this behind you. How this week lands is a new, more refined, reflective version of yourself. All right, it's your awakening. I really like this energy for you, group 3. I don't want to pull any more cards to mess up your reading. So this is it, guys. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to wrap it up. But expect a very interesting week, putting something to rest and embarking on something new, if you allow it, right? Okay. Good deal. Where did I put this? I'm going to use this little deck and the Astro Dice to wrap up your reading. All right, Spirit, what advice or guidance do you have for my group 3s to make this a successful week? We have got Virgo, Saturn in Virgo. That's a hard ass right there. Saturn in Virgo in the 5th house. So take control of the 5th house rules, the things that we enjoy. It's the house of pleasures. So you're being advised to curb those pleasures here with Saturn in Virgo. Clean up your habits. Find a new hobby. Something that's healthy, something that's structured. If you enjoy your free time, do it, but maybe schedule your free time so that you don't procrastinate and you don't abandon or get tempted to leave this new chapter, this new era that you're stepping into, right? There's good news for you, group 3. Don't sabotage it, okay? Yeah, stick to a schedule where you can schedule in a little bit of fun, healthy activities, maybe like exercise or something that helps inspire creativity. But it's all about like the way that you organize your time and your schedule, and make it a priority to not just be all about work and not just be all about fun. Finding balance, right? All right, Spirit, what advice do you have for my group 3s? Messages from your spirit team. Hi, Bob. All right, everybody's been getting this one with mind. Okay. It's a week of thinking. Okay. And then we've got B, work. Tell me the advice and guidance here. We've got imagine. Last card. What advice? Aura. Yeah, this is a very busy week. Your mind is very busy. There's a door that's opening up for you that you're walking through, and it's going to help your aura feel lighter. Disillusion and courage. There's something that you're facing where there's this face of disillusionment, but you're overcoming this by being optimistic. There's a sense of liberation and freedom happening for you, group 3, where something that doesn't work out your way, don't take it as rejection. Take it as recalibration. It's centered around your work or your productivity some way, somehow. There's a new door that's opening up for you. If this is not a new job itself, it's the way that you're structuring how you show up and how you work and how you collaborate with others around you. But whatever the case is, you're stepping through this doorway and you feel a lot lighter by the end of the week. All right. So that is what I see for you, group 3. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay real. Stay blessed. Bye.